In security matters, the Pentagon's next-generation health record system. After years of planning and competition, DoD just awarded a massive contract to defense IT firm Leidos. It will be worth at least $4.3 billion over the next 10 years. For more, I'm joined by Frank Konkel, technology reporter and events editor at the Government Executive Media Group. Frank, let's start with the price tag. It's worth repeating that $4.3 billion is the contract's base value. Tell me more.
Right. So the first 10 years or so have options on this contract that will make it worth, if all those options are exercised, around $4.3 billion. Now, the whole life cycle, the scope of the contract could be up to 18 years and almost double the value, which would put it around $9 billion or so.
Now, Leidos partnered with an EHR vendor named Cerner and Accenture Federal on this project. To many, their win comes as a surprise. Why?
Well, it was a surprise to many of us journalists in the industry as well. I think the biggest thing was Epic is considered the market leader in developing these platforms. So when IBM partnered with them, that was a huge coup, a big deal. Everyone was talking about that. IBM also made a big push in hiring a lot of defense experts in this field, and many of us have thought that they made the biggest push. Leidos was a surprise, but in this space, when they narrowed it down to 3 competitors, it's like kind of a pick 'em at the end. And don't forget, too, that Google was part of this prior. A few months back in February, the Defense Department narrowed down that list of contracts and excluded that vendor as well. So, and that was with PwC. So there were a lot of big players in this competition.
Now, the scope of this contract is pretty broad. You write, the system will be responsible for DoD's 9.6 million beneficiaries. Eventually, the software will be deployed at more than 1,200 sites and across 56 inpatient hospitals and medical centers. Now, that's quite a task. DoD also wants the system to be interoperable with the Department of Veterans Affairs and commercial providers. So why go with the so-called off-the-shelf product, Frank?
Well, I think this is reflective of what the Defense Department is trying to do in recent years with technology. They're kind of getting sick of building their own systems, and these systems don't often work very well and end up costing taxpayers billions and billions of dollars. There was a similar deal a couple of years back when the Central Intelligence Agency went to Amazon to build a cloud. It was the same kind of deal where they said, all right, we're going to scrap building this on our own. We're going to bring in a commercial leader and have them do it. So it's the same concept here. Now, it remains to be seen how effective this move will be, but the interoperability by this project built by Leidos and the rest of them, it's going to have to be interoperable not just with the Veteran Affairs Department, but also with the private sector providers and even DoD's old legacy infrastructure as this goes down the line for years, because it's not going to be an instantaneous transformation. It's going to take 5 to 6 years before we really see these results.
Now, it's, of course, now the culture in Washington to automatically protest. CSC and IBM have about a week left to do so. What do you expect?
If I had to bet, I'd probably say we'll see a protest or two of this magnitude, so many billions on the table. If there was any issue with the evaluation that the bidders felt the Defense Department had, they will definitely raise it up. So we'll see. But we have 10 days, and if it happens, another 100 days before a decision would be rendered. So it would push the deal back, of course, and slow things down.
Well, keep us posted. We'll do updates here on Government Matters, but it's a big story. We appreciate you being here today. Frank Konkel with the Government Executive Media Group. Thanks again, Frank.
Certainly. Thank you.